Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? This is going to be a long video. There are 73 knives in front of you. On June 1st, 2024 at noon, I will begin the largest knife collection sale I've ever done. Ever. 171 knives. Yeah, 171 knives. We're talking about a whole bunch of knives. Um, let's see, what else? More than 171. I think it's like 200. A whole bunch of knives. And so I'm going to have to touch every knife. I'm going to try to be quick. It'll probably be a half hour to 45 minutes. Use the fast forward or rewind to get to the knife that you want, but I want to give you a quick overview. This is the first table. We're going to start the noon out with the sell out with this table. Okay? Remember, at 2 p.m., so that's 73 knives right here, and I'm going to tell you about each one. At 2 p.m., we have 56 Spydercos and 3 Chris Reeve fixed blades. At 4 p.m., we have 42 Spydercos, including Spyderco fixed blades. And then at 6 p.m., we have 47 knives that aren't Spydercos. They include customs and a whole lot of other things. I was wrong. It's 171 Spydercos that are being sold during the June 1st sale and 47 non-Spydercos. So we're talking about 218 knives being sold. And for a 65-year-old fat guy who's doing this all by himself, I'm happy to offer these knives at super favorable prices. None of these knives have been used, but they have been in my collection, some of them for 14 years. Okay? So, we're going to go through, and there will be a price video that starts at noon, that starts to sell at noon for this table. Then there'll be a price video, which means on the description page, it'll have the rules, the knives, and the prices. At 2, you'll be able to buy these knives, the noon knives, and the 2 o'clock. You won't be able to buy the 2 o'clocks until 2 p.m. At 4 p.m., you'll be able to start buying the 42 Spydercos and the fixed blades, and continue buying the noon and the 2 p.m. And at 6 p.m., you'll be able to buy the 47 other knives that include customs, etc. I slashed prices big time this time around. I want to make sure these knives, it sounds corny, end up in your hands. The people who have followed this channel for a very long time, the people who have followed me on Instagram for a very long time. I've done this. I have a record for doing this. Please check the past sales. Check the description on the past sales so you see how this sale will go. Same rules. USA only. PayPal only. No friends. Okay? No friends and family. Do the regular PayPal. Okay? I don't want to get on PayPal's bad side, but also I want you to have all that goes with a full PayPal account. They make sure that you get your knives. Let's see, what else? Check it out. Each and every one of these knives, all of them, all 218 of them, there are videos on this channel about those knives. So after this video, if you want to check out knives, or before the next videos, you can go in and check on this channel. There are videos on all of these knives. Okay? I won't be opening all these knives because then we'd be here half a night or half a day. It'll be a 2-hour video, but I will be talking about them, okay? I hope all that makes sense. This is actually the second time I've had to do this video because of audio problems, so I'm old. I hope I don't have to do this again. Here we go. By the way, there will be videos like this for all 4 tables. So you should be looking at this channel for the overviews of all the other 4 channels as well. Check out my Instagram. There are still pictures so you can get a look at the knives, etc. Okay, here we go. The TMP, the Nut and Fancy, the Nut and Fancy Dragonfly that's, sold out in a minute or so will be available. A lot of dragonflies. This is the first time I've offered my dragonflies. Most of them are exclusives. Dragonfly carbon fiber with a black blade crew wear is available. Dragonfly lightweight with a black blade crew wear is available. Both of those, all 3 of the first ones are exclusives. Here's another exclusive, the teal S30V steel exclusive HAP 40 with Packawood scales. The Vitoko 2 Spyderco, the exclusive with the red and black, I call it Zume, scales 20CV is available. 2 pink knives, both S30V steel. The plain edge is $85 and the black blade is $120. So there's a pair. The first one $85, the second one $120. Dragonfly that has a Warncliffe blade is available. VG10 steel. Another VG10 steel is the glow-in-the-dark exclusive. And we have a VG10 steel Dragonfly with an Emerson opener. Look at the next few knives. They are Copas. Each of the Spyderco Copa knives, each of them, are limited to 600. Just 600 of them exist. These are the ones with all the same standard look, but different scales. I had a full collection. It took me 5 years to get a full collection. I have sold some of these in the past. I will tell you that these are close to $100 cheaper than the last time I sold them. These are so hard to find. They are so hard to find, and I'm still giving a huge discount. I want someone who's serious about Spyderco and collecting them to get a chance and not have to wait the 5 years I did. Let's start with the Copas. Remember, 600 pieces exclusive. The Pacific Blue. By the way, you'll get at noon. I'll put a video up on YouTube that starts the sale. And you can buy the knife starting at noon, not before. And in the description, it'll have the rules. It will also have each knife numbered with the name and the price. When you buy on PayPal, include the knife and you'll get all the rules. Check out the videos. They help. They really do. There are several sales that I still have up. I didn't make them private because I wanted you guys to at least get a feel for a sale if you've never been through one. All right, let's go through the Copas. Pacific Blue. You see the Pacific Blue? The Jig Bone. The Apple Coral. Man, that's hard to find anywhere. So is the Pacific Blue. The Coco Bolo Wood. You seeing them? Okay. The carbon fiber down here. They call it EVRINA, Evrina, but it's white. Beautiful, too. Black micarta. And then I have to admit, I don't know what quince is, but that's quince, a nice softer kind of scale. It's beautiful black. All of them are VG10 steel. They're beautiful, super collectible, and usable, by the way. They really are. Use the little lanyard hole, and it is a little one. Put your keychains through or something. It's really a nice knife. Classic. The stainless steel, which is when they came back with the Copas years, almost 10 years after the last one was issued, that's available as well. Now, the Leaf Storm, I have to show you the Leaf Storm because every time I show it, people go crazy. This is a vintage, classic knife. A graphics artist helped Spyderco put this together. It is a really nice knife. S30V steel. It has a frame lock, titanium. Has the scales just like this is like original time that a knife had the scales that Blade HQ used for their Spyderco exclusives. S30V steel, that's available for the first time. I love the Chaparral knife. I just do. I think the Chaparral series is one of Spyderco's best gentleman folders series. I had the entire series. I sold it, but I do still have what started it all, and that's the Spyderco Chaparral 1. CTS XHP steel, 2.8. It has a forward choy. It has the back lock, 2.8 inch blade. It's available. Next to it, two little natives. Both satin, one plain edge, one of them serrated. These are the ones with the back lock. I prefer the ones with the back lock. They're more like a little native. But a lot of people love that compression lock. So do I. But those are available. Now let's talk about the natives. I have 5 natives. The first native, the one you see in blue, that has Spyderco's Spy 27 right here. That has Spyderco's Spy 27 steel blue FRN. Next to it with blue FRN scales, S110V lightweight native. Next to that, S35VN with the black blade, black FRN scales. Then we have the native S35VN. You see that? With G10 scales. And then the last one with a combination carbon fiber and G10 scales is an S110V with liners. Just a wonderful knife. Really nice upgraded steel as well. We have 3 pair of 3s. See them? All lightweights. All of the pair of 3s have CTS BD 1N steel. The first one, plain satin. The second one, plain black blade. And the third one is serrated black blade. Wonderful lightweight. Great everyday carry. I love the pair of 3. Just my size. I like it a little smaller. The Sage 5. I said that I love the Chaparral. Might be after the Sage series. Again, really a bigger chaparral. All of them had the same style. S30V steel, that forward choil, but all of them had different locks. This was a bow, a celebration of people who made locking knives or the locks for the locking knives. The Sage 5 is the first time Spyderco took a bow for the compression lock. So now you have that wonderful knife with a compression lock, which I think is just great. That's carbon fiber and G10 scales. Next to that is a Tezulu slip joint. Call it a slip it. Real nice non-locking knife from the master. Just really nice. We have 3 Mannix available. The first is S110V steel, lightweight, the blue lightweight, which is great. The second is Spyderco's Spy 27 with the greenish blue FRN scales. And then we have the black FRN scales. Oh, by the way, like I said, the first one, I said this already, S110V, Spy 27. And then this black lightweight has STS BD1N steel. The sway back, I love the classic style from Spyderco. It's a wonderful knife, full tie as well. CTS 8X HP steel, which is some of my favorite steel. I marked this way down from the last time I offered it. I really love this knife. Frame lock, just a great knife. The Scorpius is a vintage nice knife that I really love. First time I'm offering it. VG10 steel. Remember, all of these knives, all of them are available. Each of them have their individual video. No one else have set you up for success in a sale like I have. I have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to showing you all these knives that has been up for how many years now? I don't even remember, but there's so many videos on it. So go take advantage, take a look at these knives and the knives that you're interested in getting. You have to use fast forward and rewind. Do not leave me a comment saying this is too long, okay? There's a reason why it is. It's not one of these exciting videos with young women and short blouses. Hey, I'm 65. I'm not dead. No, this is about making sure that this collection ends up into your hands, my friends from YouTube and from Instagram. All right? At a reasonable price, and they're available. Most of these knives are not available anywhere else. Aventura, a nice vintage knife that I really love as well, with VG10 steel. The 2 pits. I think there's a third one, the newer one. This is not that. These are the original pie in the sky titanium with N690 steel, the first one. And then the blue tie. By the way, you know how Spyderco does their blue tie. It's not the greatest recently. But it's in great shape as a Spyderco. Just look at anyone's Spyderco blue tie stuff. Okay. I don't know why they've had trouble with blue. But all of these are in great shape. These are slip joints, but I'll tell you, the spring is something else, and it's so tight. For me, I have to use 2 hands to close it. That's how tight it is for a slip joint. The Ikuchi, at least that's what I call it, with the wheel flipper, it's so thin and nice. S30V steel. It just slips in your pocket. 3.3 inch blade. The Des horn S30V steel. Actually, this is the second one I've owned. I bought another one new in box from someone. And this is the second one because I missed selling the first one. I missed it so much. Look, I'm 65. I'm retired. I'm going to be moving to closer to my family and moving out of the apartment that I have that I've been in for 21 years. So it looks like a storage facility inside. I'm going to start new content as well, guys. I'm going to still do some knives, etc. I have so much stuff. Pins, technology, all kinds of stuff. Collections, like silver collections, etc. that I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I should have started already. But after this sale, I'm going to start it. And I'm going to videotape it. Not me typing up and all that, but I'm going to go over all the things that I'm posting for the day. I'm hoping like 5 things a day, 10 things a day I'll be listing. But I'll show them to you. All right? I think it'll be fun. Should be fun. Let's see. Okay, that's Pitts, Ikuchi, Deshorn, the Tropan with the flipper. It's just such a wonderful knife. Smooth G10, S30V steel 4-inch blade. The Parada unique blade. The unique lock from Spyderco. Just a wonderful knife. The Introvert. Talk about a unique knife, right? Flips open. You can also obviously, open it using the Spidey hole. Strong back lock. This is a unique knife. I can't even pronounce it. Again, all of these knives have their own videos. Picao, a fighting knife. Hard to find. Emerson, removable Emerson opener that you just screw in or screw out depending on how you want to use it. The Junior with the compression lock. Look at the handle. Big blade, handle, compression lock. Let's see. The Battle Station. Man, people don't talk about the Battle Station. Here's one of my favorite knives, and people just never talked about it. It's the double bevel. Look at that. Nice, thin, liner lock. Nice knife. Spyderco's, I think, the only one. I don't remember another one. Friction folder. Comes with a case, too. First time I've offered it. The Little Temperance. Now, I have the original Little Temperance. By the way, I have a lot of classic. You'll see it. There, I've posted them. I had a complete Spyderco collection. And I have a lot of the vintage things. I have the 2 original Little Temperances. This is when Spyderco brought it back modern. I think they've done another one now. This is the Temperance 2, which is a real nice knife. That's available. The Assist with the whistle. This is the first Assist. Whistle, glass breaker. The Autonomy. Of course, this is the first blacked out Autonomy. I think they've done other versions since. Big, easy to use. Automatic. H1 steel. It was developed for the Coast Guard, so it's rust proof. Talking about rust proof, I'll tell you, Spyderco has not done a hawkbill blade in a very long time. This is the Super Hawk. I think it's the most recent in a long time. H1 steel, 3.6 inches. During the sale on June 1, Saturday, June 1, I forget which table. I think it's the last one. Table 4. Nope, table 3, which should be at 4 p.m. I'm doing all my hawkbill blades, and I've had some classics and some that you can never find again. So if you're interested in hawkbill blades or just a great knife, check that out. Everyone loves, and I do too, the Siren. Textured G10, because this one is for the water, or as I always say, or if you live in Seattle or one of the rainy places, right? Or anywhere where it rains a lot. LC 200N steel 3.6 inch blade, just a solid, wonderfully made knife. All stainless steel foundry with CTS XHP steel, 3.3 inch blade. The stretch, this is the original stretch, guys. It's not the original stretch. I'm sorry. It's a newer stretch, but it's a real stretch, not the one with the straight spine. I know. I'm a minority opinion. I like the stretch. I also like the straight spine. I sold the two that I've had, but I think it makes the stretch look like any other knife. So I do like that stretch. Here's a knife that no one talked about, and I guess because it wasn't so fancy schmancy. This was released by Spyderco. They were still releasing knives, but of course everyone had special steel or an exclusive. This is a real nice knife. It is. It's the Opus S30V steel, 3.7 inch blade. It has the liner locks, full liners. Whoops, hold on. Let me move down this camera, guys. Sorry about that. Getting in my old age. So many knives on the table that I couldn't fit them all in. There we go. All right. I hope we still have... Okay, there we go. During the last video that I took off, it's silent right now because being old, I bumped into my camera and cut off the sound somehow. So hopefully the sound's still with me. This is the Caribbean with LC 200N steel. This is the serrated version. I already sold the plain version. Hard to lose this in the water with its great grip. It has the compression lock, and it has LC 200 in steel, 3.7 inch blade. The Mike Draper, just a classy big knife. 3.6 inch blade, VG10 steel, all titanium, raised on the scale with all that wonderful decoration. Liner lock, just a nice knife that you don't see around much. Someone sent me an email on Instagram. Check out my Instagram page if you want to see some. I'll be updating that as well leading up to the sale. Someone said, is that actually a St. Nick's knife you still have? I thought you sold all yours. Well, I did, and I had stopped buying because I was getting old. And I was slowly selling my collection off to you guys. And then I always loved the Goddard. I don't think I've ever offered this for sale. This is a sprint run from years ago. VG10 steel, olive green, FRN. Look how thin it is. But old St. Nick's, I saw this come up and I said, I have to get this thing. I tell you. You've seen this, right? It's their exclusives that sell out so fast from Spyderco. Well, I'm offering it to you. You can't find it anywhere else. All of these, by the way, have great prices. 4V steel, black blade, the red FRN. I had to have it. The Zaba, these are my big knives. Zabo folder, S30V steel, 4.6-inch blade with the compression lock. This is the Subvert. I love this big Subvert. Now, I did sell this before. A good friend of mine who bought it. I say friend of mine. Everyone who buys a knife from me on these sales, I don't know them. Some of them end up in the comments a lot, and that's what I mean by friend. But you can be assured, it's first come, first serve. I frustrate people because I wait until June 1st at noon to really make them available for everyone. Well, when I say everyone from Instagram and YouTube, you guys. So really nice knife, great shape. I've never used it. I've never used any of these knives, but he did send it back because I don't know if you can see, there are some spots on it, on the clip, not on anything else. So I was going to clean it up, but I hate messing around with my knives. There are a lot of knives that I still have that I bought from people who messed around with their knives because they know everything about knives. I don't, but they ruin the knives. That's why you notice a lot of mine are straight from the factory. I'm going to give you what I bought because I said, oh, I'm going to clean up the clip. I didn't. I did bring down the price of that clip a lot. I mean, the price of the Subvert a lot more than it was before. Everything's fine except for the spots on the clip. It's a great knife. The Masad Ayub VG10 steel. The Native Chief. I like the Native. Nice big knife. I liked when they brought this out with the little Native. Look how big and nice, thin. It reminds me, I know, it doesn't look like it, but it reminds me of the next 4 knives I'm going to show you that I really like. Okay, you'll see what I mean. But the Native Chief, S30V steel. I had a lot of the exclusives, etc. I sold those and kept the classic one. Now I'm offering that. The Uliz. I call it Uliz. I'm sure there's another way of pronouncing it. You see what I mean? Look how thin it is. Strong back lock. Has the liners. Look at that blade. 4-inch blade. I just like it. The Calypso with the brown G10, VG10 steel, 3.9-inch blade. See what I mean? How they all kind of seem the same. Here's my Police 4 lightweight. I think all these big knives have a lot to owe the Police. This is the Police 4. And then we wrap this up for the second time with the standard Police. I think it's either the Police 3 or the Police 2. None of these knives have been used before. They have been stored in Pelican cases, and a lot of pictures have been taken with them. You guys are familiar with some videos. All of these knives and all of the ones you'll see in the next previews. The next one I'm going to preview will be the 2 o'clock table, then the 4 o'clock table, and the 6 o'clock table. And then on the day at 12 o'clock, I have a video that says the sale starts. It has the prices and names and the rules on the description page. Get familiar with that by taking a look at some of my old sales. And it'll have all my numbers of the knives and the prices. Okay? Sale. I know I keep saying it because it's coming up and it scares the heck out of me. 65-year-old guy gonna sell off 218 knives. Good luck, buddy. In one afternoon. So it's coming. June 1st, 2024. USA only. PayPal only. Do not do friends and family. Do the full PayPal. And first come, first serve. We'll have the rules and everything for you on Saturday. I hope you get the knives that you want. Check out the videos on this channel so you get a feel for the knives. Trust me, these prices are the lowest prices that I've ever offered knives. I still have a big collection of real vintage Spydercos. You know, I had a full collection of Spydercos up to the point where I stopped buying. I'm keeping most of them. You'll see some of them sprinkled through, like I showed you, Scorpius and that kind of thing. But, when you're talking about the first Firefly, listen to me, Dragonfly, with the molded clip and the first Delica, the first Endure, all those things I still have. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Put them on. I don't know if people want them. Now they just want fancy steel, etc. But, and exclusives. Old man in me. We'll see what happens. Maybe I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, I might put them on eBay. Who knows? But anyway, that's happening. I really appreciate all of you guys. Good luck on the sale. Please join us for the sale. You have a good life. Stay healthy. Goodbye.